Hello everybody, my name is Digital Jedi and welcome to Minecraft. I'm going to start off a new series here, and it's where I play just a game and talk about real life issues over the footage pretty much. So as you can see, that's me, Mr. No Skin, and this is my cool little house. I recorded me building this and mining, and the first stages of Minecraft. It was the first 15 minutes, and it was really boring. So I just decided to just delete it and just start part one from here, so you don't have to put up with the the punching trees and the this and the that and that sort of boring stuff. So yeah, I'm actually just gonna I don't have my microphone cover on, so I'm just gonna quickly just rest in peace headphone users. Professional to the highest standards. Right. So pretty much in this episode here, I just venture down to the mine shaft, and I just do mining for about 15 minutes. But the topic I wanted to talk about today, and this is a new series, as I said, and I'm just gonna play games, talk about real life issues over the top of it. And if you guys want me to talk about anything related to your life, chuck it in the comments below, by all means. Like if it's something like I'm not the best. Oh, there was a Facebook notification. I don't know if you heard that. If it's something to do with your life, like whether it's a family issue or like girl issue or friends, or you want to do this for a career, but your friends and family are telling you to do this instead, all that sort of stuff. Just put it in the comments, and I'll talk about it next week in next week's episode. But the first one for this week, I wanted to talk a little bit about moving on, and it doesn't relate to anything in particular. Like I'm not talking about moving on from from a relationship with a ex-girlfriend, or moving on from having a little fight with your best friend, or moving on from your parents divorcing, even something like that. I'm not talking about anything in particular, but that's some good tea. But well, I mean, I am talking about something in particular, but it's relatable throughout. I think it is anyway. So, I pretty much wanted to talk about. Oh, that spider there actually gave me a heart. I actually jumped out of my seat when I saw that. Oh god. But pretty much, I've just come out of a pretty long relationship with a girl, and anyway, it sucked. Of course, it always does for both people. It always will, like without a doubt. But I was stuck in an endless thought of it's okay. I would just live my life for just a little bit, and it will get better. It's all gonna get better. That's what I thought, and it will. But I was thinking it's gonna get better in the fact that I won't have to move on. I will just be the same. I will just act as she's still here, and everything's gonna be good. But the realization that it wasn't, it hit me really hard. I had to deal with knowing that she wasn't the right one. She clearly stated that, And yet I was still living in this world that, she's gonna get back. And one day I just realized that, it's not gonna happen. I mean, it may do in the future, by like years ahead or like months ahead, but as for now, it's not working out for her, and in turn for me. So I had to find out a way to move on. And that is the same with every other situation in which you have to move on to be better. The first step, pretty much, is to just realize that it's not going to be the same. Because, people will tell you that, it's still going to be the same. We can still be friends. You'll still see your dad on the weekends, or you'll still see your mummy on the weekends, or, we'll be friends later down the track, whatever. We have to realize that it's not going to be the same. It's going to be completely different. Even if you do stay friends after a breakup or something, it's still going to be different. You're not gonna have the little X's on the end of your messages, and sometimes that's just the silly little things that just make it better, and all the little things like that. It's not going to be the same. And so what do? You just have to move on, pretty much. And there's so many ways to do it. And like at the very start, I was just like, how am I going to do this? This is impossible. This just sucks. I'm in an endless tornado of just all these feelings and that sort of stuff. And oh god damn it, Mum, can you not vacuum? But the thing is that there's so many ways, there's so many techniques, there's so many people that would actually go out of their way to help you. And that was that's something I didn't quite understand. Like I was in this world where she doesn't care about me, no one else will, and that can be transferred to a parents' divorce, something like that, breakup. If they can't stay together and love me, then who else will, And that can lead to so many bad emotional, can't think of the word, emotional something, where everything just goes horrible, pretty much. Or your entire view on, I don't want to exaggerate, but the entire view on the human race is just changed by it. And that's something you really do not want. But once again, like, you have to realize that one person does not control you. They did make you happy. Alright, yeah, of course they did. They made you the happiest person in the world. But in saying that, now that it's different, you have to find another way. You have to find another source for it. And whether that's spending your entire day like me gaming, or whether it's writing music, playing music, or whether it's like actually going outside and talking with friends, hanging with friends, Anything is pretty much better than sitting at home and just constantly thinking about it. Anything is better than that. Because if you simply just stay in your room all day and just constantly think about it, what are you going to get out of that? You're going to get nothing. You're just going to be full of thoughts like, what if this, what if that, and it sucks. You're going to spiral into something bad, whether it spirals into depression or, I don't know. It's not good. But the thing you have to realize is that they don't control how you feel. They don't control your happiness. Of course, they made it better. They made your life better. But now that they're gone, they can't do that. And you have to find other ways. And what can that be? Well, it can be lots of things. I mentioned a few before. You just have to think. You have to really put lots of thought into it. But the thing that you can't do is stay at home and just constantly think and dwell on it. And the other thing you have to remember, or another good thing to do, is think about how it's better without that person, without it. Think of all the ways that think of all the benefits you get out of moving on from it. Even if it's just silly little jokes, if it is a parent breakup, a parent divorce or separation or whatever, think about you get double the presents. Like, it's silly and it's not exactly funny, but at the same time, you just have to think of those little things that you get out of it, and sometimes that's just enough. And if it's I don't know, I get these random achievements. Like, I played the game like 10 minutes ago and I got it, and now I got it again. I don't get it. Anyway, and if it's a relationship breakup with you and someone else, think about how it's better. Like, maybe there are little things you couldn't do. Those little things that you couldn't do while being in that relationship. Maybe it's you can stay up really late and play games all night, or you don't have to worry about going to a house on the weekends. Maybe it's you don't have to worry about spending $20,000 on her for bloody shoes or something. Just those little things, and it's great. You move on and you feel so much better about yourself. The other thing, I just had it and I lost it. God damn it. Oh yeah, this is just dedicated to people moving on from a breakup. Pretty much, I know it's gonna suck, but like, when it comes to moving on from a relationship, the best thing to do, and trust me, I hated this, but I realized that it was the best thing, is to replace that addiction with another addiction. It's the same with smoking, for example. You don't just go straight off smoking. You go to chewing gum or those patches, and it's the same with a relationship. You can't just stop an addiction, because even if you're the one breaking up with the person, you're going to be really upset, and you're still going to want that. You're still going to want that that feeling, that connection, but you just don't want it with that person. So what do you do? And some people get really bummed out if their ex-partner, goes straight into a different relationship. But the thing is that that's them trying to move on from you, and that's what you have to do for yourself as well. And it doesn't have to be a serious relationship, it can just be anything. It can just be simply flirting with someone else, and that will take your mind off them for however long, or it can be just going on dates, you know, different person every night. I mean, YOLO, you know. I'm kidding, of course, but at the same time I'm serious as well, you know. It's those little things, and it's those little things you need to do to just get better and get over it, and be able to move on from whatever it is that you need to move on from. I mean, it sucks. No matter what situation it is, it's always going to be the worst. And it just sucks even more if you're the one in the middle of having to move on, or, you know, you're the one making the other person do it. It sucks either way. But the thing is you're not going to get better by doing nothing. You're going to get better, and you're going to be able to move on by simply, you know, figuring out why it's better without, and finding something to replace it. And yeah. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this deep and insightful video. And if you guys want to watch, if you guys have got a suggestion for another one, don't forget to leave it in the comments. And other than that, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.